Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. Today we're asking about your next relationship. Thank you to everybody who got me to 8,000 subscribers. I am going to do a new giveaway at 9,000 subscribers, so just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment and you are in the running for that. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Just take a moment, figure out which one feels right for you. We're gonna get in on what your next relationship is. So we've got pile number 1. Of course, it's the one I take down. So pile number 1, my gorgeous angels. Oh, and if you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. That is the best way to get in contact with me. Thank you so much. And let's start with pile number 1. Your next relationship, pile number 1. What is pile number 1's next relationship? Ace of Wands. A new beginning in passion. Death. There may have been a significant transformation. And there could be some kind of transformation that either you are going through, High Priestess, some kind of situation that is being transformed. With the High Priestess, there is some kind of inner knowing, some kind of greater knowledge. And we have the Two of Cups. So this is a relationship that can be balanced, that can have both parties filling each other's cups, fulfilling each other's needs. Let's talk about the Death card, because the Death card, this is a new beginning. So this is most likely a new connection. Also another new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun came out. Sun is about blessings, but we were asking for clarity on the Death card. Clarity on the Death card. The Gentleman and the Ace of Cups. So we have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands. Ace, ace, ace. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Part of the transformation is some kind of gentleman or somebody who's acting in a way that is consistent with, you know, I keep on saying, you know, like you do know, so I apologize, but it's like acting with character. So there is somebody that's going to offer you a brand new beginning, because brand new beginning, blessing. And there is some kind of deeper knowledge that you have. You may not know why you know, but you do know. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Mountain. The Mountain is some kind of block. Maybe you have had some kind of block before. The Eight of Wands is a lot of energy, effort. It's a lot of communication. It's a lot of passion. Let's get some clarity on this 8. But a new beginning, another Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning in stability, a new beginning in, it just seems like you are starting over. You're starting over beautifully with somebody who can and will choose to also fulfill your needs. And I say that and I leave it as the Ace of Cups come out. So many aces, so many new beginnings. So new beginning. I think that there's a push to say that this is a new beginning, that this is something new, that there maybe is a significant transformation to get to this something new. Your next relationship, we've got the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is illusions. It's also options. It's also a need to prioritize what matters, what's important, because you will be You will have a lot of options, but you're going to get some incredibly good options. You really shouldn't waste your time on options that will just cut you or hurt you. Your next relationship. So there's a need to prioritize. You'll have a lot of options. Not all options are the same. 6 of Cups. So kind of an innocent, loving, harmonious relationship. Where this could be nostalgia. I don't know if there's some kind of nostalgia, but I've gotten so many new beginnings. I feel like most 555 was also on the counter at that moment. So 555 is about change. Ace, 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 all about new beginnings. I'm feeling like there's a new beginning. Definitely, like, I don't feel like you're dealing with old energy here, even though you have the 6 of Cups. So that can be a reunion for some people, but it also can be like reunion with soul family, reunion with, you know, people who are on your same level, on your same soul trajectory. So clarity on that, clarity on that. The fish, the King of Pentacles and the fish. Somebody who is steady, stable, somebody who is very grounded, somebody that brings you prosperity. And you got the Ace of Pentacles twice and you got the Ace of Cups twice. So those are significant for you. So somebody will offer you love and it's going to be not ambiguous. Somebody's going to give you an offer of stability and it's going to be something that, you know, you're not going to have to question. It's like you can see it. So your next relationship for the gorgeous pile number 1, your next relationship. We have the 6 of Pentacles and we have the 10 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles is about, again, equal give and take. 6 is also the number of love in the tarot. Clarity on the 6 of Pentacles. Equal give and take. We've got moving on from something difficult. So we have the 10 of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands. Both of those are endings that are not particular. One is very burdening. The other is very painful. But I feel like you're being able to move forward from something towards practical reciprocity and clarity on the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. The house, the home, the King of Cups. So we have the King of Cups, which is somebody that takes actions with their emotions. We have the home, which is a steady place. So you're going to have prosperity and love. You certainly can have prosperity and love. There may be a need to move forward from some kind of betrayal. There may be a need to drop burdens or things that you are holding on to that don't serve you. There is certainly a need to prioritize because not every option is a good option. Yeah. And choosing poorly leads to conflict because you are not on the same page. But there is an Ace of Wands, a new beginning with a commitment. And I know that it's having trouble focusing, but in the middle of that ring there are 2 clasped hands together. Ace of Wands was the very first card we brought out. So now the Ace of Wands has come out twice as well. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. But we have new beginnings in commitment, new beginnings in stability, new beginnings in reciprocity. You know, love, you know, somebody that you can have friendship with as well as, you know, romance as. So this is a beautiful reading. So what is your next relationship? Your next relationship. Judgment. There is a need to look at the past and learn so that you can end any cycles that need to be ended. So we also have death, because death is something that ends because of inevitability. It's also a transformation. This is a rebirth. And we have new beginning after new beginning. There's some kind of really auspicious new beginning that is going to lead to prosperity and stability for you, and reciprocity and all those good things. But there is a need to like pay attention to what has happened. Pay attention to the signs that you are being given, because we've got the 9 of Wands. There can be like an energy of being too tired to try anymore, which is understandable. You know, we all might be going through things, but we've also got the 10 of Wands here. So like there's an ability to just drop the burdens and have a new beginning. Like you don't need to relive old cycles. And you might have some kind of fear because you may think that you will relive old cycles. But I'm seeing like new for you. So it doesn't have to be old cycles. It can be prosperity. What happened before doesn't necessarily mean that your future is going to be like that. Maybe you may need to release things that don't fit you. And I feel like for most of you, you're dealing with somebody that's brand new. Again, transformation. So, your next relationship, strength. So, you're going to have some strength, some courage. Ooh, we got the 4 of Pentacles. And we also have the 4 of Pentacles on top of the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is about generosity, and the 4 of Pentacles is about, you know, greed or holding back or holding on too tight. Doesn't allow anything to move. So clarity on that 4. So if you are dealing with a situation in which somebody is not properly giving to you, that needs to be swept away from your life, because that is keeping you from generosity. Because you deserve to have that energy. But yeah, don't be afraid to let go. Yeah, don't be afraid to let go. If this isn't getting you what you need. Because, you know, there's an ability to just release so you can have a new beginning. Your next relationship, Temperance. Your next relationship will be something balanced, something harmonious, something reasonable, something... And, you know, you're not going to be dealing with somebody with a very crazy temper or anything like that. This is, you know, this is about being balanced, having harmony, dealing with somebody who isn't erratic. Your next relationship, intuition. We had intuition. We also had the High Priestess come out. Like, the High Priestess, like, there is some kind of potential inner knowing. Inanna, desire. So it's like your desires absolutely can be met. There may be a need to leave behind things that you know hurt you. There may be a need to release energies that don't give to you. There may be a need to, you know, stop holding on to things that you know aren't working out. But ultimately, your intuition is going to bring you to your desires. Small gestures can be a bigger deal than you know. I feel like it's not about big things. It's about the small gestures. It's about somebody showing who they are through their actions. Baby, reconnect with your innocence. And I feel like you're going to be in a... This person is somebody that you can be innocent with because they have that Six of Cups, where you both, your inner children, are compatible with each other. And your path, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan that's beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Again, we had that Seven of Cups come up, so there may be some fears, there may be some illusions, but there is some kind of bigger plan, some kind of thing that, you know, your inner knowing will help you on. Somebody that, you know, you can be like, I don't know if you're going to meet this person while reclaiming some of your innocence, or whether this person is, you know, but you're going to be able to have that childhood joy with this person while it also being something that can be emotionally satisfying. And yeah, with that Six of Cups. So it's like, it's not high highs, it's not low lows. It's, you know, it's like the decisions that you make matter, because this is from a place of generosity. So this new relationship is going to be from a place of generosity, from a place of equal give and take. So that's one way of knowing how to prioritize, by if you are receiving that, because otherwise it's maybe one of those situations that may end poorly. But there is somebody on your path. There is a bigger picture, but there is some need to release and learn something from your cycles in order to not relive them. But I feel like it's not the big, it's not necessarily any, you know, big step. It's small gestures. And I feel like that's ultimately going to matter, because we live our lives with small gestures over time. You know, that's what's going to add up to more, is when somebody consistently shows you that they care about you, rather than doing something big once and then where is the affection after that? So I hope that this helped you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving, oh, let me get you some charms. I almost messed up. So yeah, some kind of abundance, some kind of boon. You're getting some kind of abundance in love. Yeah, you're getting love. There is, however, a need to learn from the past to practically use your knowledge. We have Kiss. We have the pound sign. We have the gear. So like being in alignment with maybe where the universe wants to put you. We also have a need for nurture. But this, like, you're going to be able to be your silly self, like, and it should be the case. Like, you should have this opportunity to be this magical person that you actually are. We also have the wolf. Now, the wolf, well, I mean, there are big bad wolves out there, and that's not usually what I got, but there are some, there's a reason why I had to bring that up. especially since there were priorities that needed to be made and illusions that needed to be seen through. But there's a really massive transformation that's right in front of you with that Death card. So I feel like now the Wolf can be somebody who's fiercely loyal, or there could be an enemy. So I feel like what your next relationship is about is having that innocence back, having clarity for you being able to be like you. I don't know if you've come out of a situation in which you don't feel like you were allowed to be you, but that's not what this is about. So I hope that this helped you. I deeply appreciate you. It's time to move on to pile number 2. So my gorgeous and talented pile number 2 is your next relationship. Your next relationship. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Something long-term, steady, stable. Your next relationship. Knight of Cups. Romance. 5 of Cups. We've got some kind of sadness and regret. Your next relationship. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Practicality. She is like the 10 of Pentacles is the birthright of the Queen of Pentacles. She is somebody who's steady, stable. She is somebody that you can depend on. Which is one of the reasons why she makes an ideal partner. She's often the wife card, and there was the steady, stable relationship here. We have the Knight of Cups. So I'm going to get some clarity on the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is romance, like an offer, but we also have the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Is this person going to make you an offer? This may be somebody that is very emotionally open. Clarity on the 5 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. 5 of Cups is sadness, is loss, but all is not lost. We have the 5 of Pentacles and we have the 2 of Swords. There might be some feeling that of deep lack. 5 and 5, so there's some kind of difficulty. Also, like, you're supposed to get the 10 of Pentacles, not the 5 of Pentacles. This is extreme lack. This is extreme abundance. And we have the 2 of Swords, which is a lack of clarity in our mind space. Perhaps having 2 conflicting beliefs at the same time. So you may be dealing with some sort of sadness or loss. I don't know if maybe... I feel like you may be dealing with some kind of sadness or loss. Something that makes you feel left out in the cold, or it makes you feel in a state of lack. And there's a lack of mental clarity regarding this. There's maybe an inability to look at, you know, what hasn't been lost, what you still can have. We've got the home. We've got 4. 4 is about steady, stable. Home is abundance. Home is stability. So I need you to know, and this, like, the 10 of Pentacles can also be like a steady, stable home, you know. You may have lost something along the way. It is okay to grieve. It's okay to hurt. But this isn't going to keep you from having what you actually deserve. And that does seem to be somebody that is emotionally open to you, that offers you a lot of affection. Clarity on the Ten of Pentacles. Clarity on the Ten of Pentacles. Chariot. Victory. Moving forward towards something good and abundant. Clarity on the Queen of Cups. The Sun. Blessings. So like you have a lot of, despite where you are, despite the pain that you might be feeling, there are a lot of blessings ahead of you regarding relationships, regarding your next relationship. Because these are really, really, really abundant cards. Ten of Pentacles again. So there are blessings. There is a steady, stable relationship. There is you moving forward. There may be a requirement for you to allow yourself to start a new path with some optimism, which admittedly can be hard, but you have, despite like the pain that you are feeling, there's a lot of good things that are ahead of you. Your next relationship. Judgment. Judgment is a learning from the past cycles, so you don't need to relive anything that wasn't good about it. Page of Cups. Page of Cups, we have the Page, the Queen, and it can be communicating about your feelings. This particular Page of Cups can be a little bit emotionally immature, the one in this deck, but it can be about like communicating what your feelings are. These pages are communicators. So your next relationship, pile number 2, the Lovers. So we have the Ten of Pentacles twice. We have the Lovers. Like there is some kind of choice in which, you know, you can have a really beautiful love story here. Something that you will absolutely be able to depend on. Your next relationship. Queen of Wands. I think that there is a need to take action. There's a need to take action regarding what you want. Because the Queen of Wands is not somebody who just waits around. There is also a need for you to be practical. And there is a need to look and listen and pay attention to what happened in your last cycle so you don't, again, don't relive it. But the Sun, blessings, blessings everywhere. Like awakening is here. Real happiness is here. Your next relationship. Page of Swords. There's a need to observe. Take a moment, like see, before, maybe even before you get too involved, like observe what's happening. Observe like who you're dealing with. Five of Wands, because not everybody's going to be on the same page with you. Yeah, and you want to avoid people who are after what they want to get out of the situation and are gone when you need them. Because that's what the Seven of Swords is. Somebody takes what they want and they go. So what do we deal with it? What do you do about this Seven of Swords energy? The Seven of Swords energy. The Fool. The Fool is leaving behind baggage. possibly trying a different path. The Fool may not know what's ahead of them, but they're willing to take a risk. I think that you may also need to be careful about who you're taking a risk on, because you don't want to take a risk on people who are all about what they want, and it's, you know, and not about you. How do we deal with this Five of Swords, Five of Wands? There is going to be somebody that is on the same page with you. Somebody that goes after what they want in the same way that you go after what you want. And it doesn't mean that you have to go after a certain person. It simply means that you are in control of your life. You are in the driver's seat of your life. You get to make those decisions. And other people get to make their decisions as well. But I'm getting somebody that's compatible with that level of passion. Your next relationship. We've got the Mother, because this is also potentially a Mother card, we got the Empress. This is also somebody who's very established. So, like, your next relationship absolutely could be the relationship in which you're steady, stable, where you settle down, where you have a lot of happiness, where you have somebody that you're on the same page on. There is maybe a need to take action towards the knowledge that you have, because the bear is knowing that you are strong enough. And the Ten of Wands is something that you may be holding on that it no longer serves you. Your next relationship, pile number 2. May none of your pleasures come with an ounce of guilt. It does seem like you and the person you are with are both people who do prioritize pleasure in your life. Determination, volcano god or volcano goddess. And we have, so like, I'm definitely getting like sexy, fiery, determined energy. Going after like what you want. Your next relationship, pile number 2. Choices. But the choices that you make matter. Like, you do need to make some choices here. Letting go. Yeah, again, there's holding on to something that possibly doesn't serve you anymore. With that Ten of Wands, then we have letting go, which is everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. And God will hold it all. I can safely let go. So, I'm getting that there's going to be somebody that matches your passion, that there's somebody that you can have long-term stable with, somebody that you can have all these really good things with. But it does require some level of just letting things that are no longer serving you go. Steady, stable relationship, a connection in love, rebirth. We've got the letter I and the letter Z, and we have clear vision. So there's a need, again, with that Page of Swords. That Page of Swords was not insignificant. It's like you need to go in with clear vision. I feel like you need to make sure that what you're looking at is, you know, like, you can be all about the fire and all about the passion, but, you know, don't be ignoring what you can easily observe. You're supposed to be looking at what is in front of you. So what's in front of you, your next relationship, you do need to make some choices for this to happen, but it can be a absolutely steady, stable connection in which you have a rebirth, in which you have this connection in love, which you have somebody that's balanced in your passion, where you have, you know, something that is very long term. So follow, well, I was going to say follow, but like, what do you want? Because you are the Queen of Desire. Now, like, maybe we might have to release a certain person if they don't do right by us, but that doesn't mean that you can't get what you want: passion and love, and something that's steady and stable and long term. That's all on the table. So just to make sure, like, there is a need to be discerning. There is a need to make certain decisions. But if you do that, I see a steady, stable, long-term relationship with somebody who's compatible to you. So I hope that this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I deeply appreciate it. And if you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. Sorry, I keep on pausing. So again, thank you all. Deeply appreciate you. And let's move on to pile number 3. So pile number 3, my gorgeous angels. Your next relationship. Pile number 3, my gorgeous angels. What is your next relationship? What is your next relationship for pile number 3? Queen of Swords. Your next relationship, pile number 3. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is somebody that's potentially just on the fence. Is somebody that can gain another perspective, but there's also feeling left out in the cold, and there is a need for there to be necessary work. We have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is often, well, this just flipped over, which was the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about taking action on what you know. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who's been through a lot. The Queen of Swords is somebody that has to set boundaries. And there, you know, there's definitely some pain here. So there's a need to, like, let's talk about the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Clarity on the 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. So it's like conflict about the necessary work that's needed in a relationship. And we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is about not getting your needs met. Page of Wands. So Page of Wands is optimism. But it's not necessarily a very mature card. So, yeah, I feel like there's a need to learn from the past. So we have Judgment, and Judgment is you're at the very end of some kind of karmic cycle, something where you can be reborn, something where you can have some kind of new beginning. But there is a need to make some different choices. The divine is ready to pick you up, have you reborn, bring you into something that is steady and stable. But if you're like, don't optimistically walk into something where your needs aren't going to be met. Like, you deserve abundance. And it does feel like you've been through some things here. Your next relationship. So 3 of Pentacles. So I think that in order for perhaps cycles to end, especially regarding people just being on the fence and not meeting your needs, there's got to be there has to be a boundary on, like, they have to build something with you. And it shouldn't be a situation where you have to fight them to build something with you. You already deserve this abundance. It's not about you not deserving this abundance. It's already potentially here for you. You're one step away from the world in which you end all negative cycles and you're just happier now. But there might be something that you still need to learn in order to be pulled out of some negative past cycles. So what can we do with that Judgment card? What can we do with that Judgment card? Well, we have the Fortune Teller, and the Fortune Teller, like the Magician, has all the suits, has all the tools necessary. So you have power. You are powerful. You have, if you want this 10 of Pentacles ending, this is absolutely something that you can have. It's not about you not deserving it. It's not about you not even getting it. But you have to realize that there is some level of your control on the universe that you may need to put out there. There may be something that you need to be willing to learn from and grow from, and, you know, not let that be the constant thing that puts you back in the same cycle. So there is a need to, you have every tool you possibly could need to break out of this cycle. It doesn't mean that it's easy to do so, but you have the tools to do it, and you're at the very finish line in doing that. So this doesn't mean that anything that is really hard that has happened to you is your fault. It's not the case. But what is the case is you can break out of these cycles and you can start over again, and that things can absolutely be better for you. Things can be steady, stable, something that lasts the test of time. And it needs to be building something together with somebody. It can't be about, like, fighting for, like, the minimum. It's not about fighting for the minimum. You deserve way more than that. So your next relationship. Your next relationship. Pile number 3. 8 of... There is maybe a need for action and communication. Tower. There are certain things that no matter how many times you tried to build them up, They are not going to stand up. They are not steady. They are not stable. They're going to fall down. It doesn't mean that you can't have something steady. But with towers, like, you need, like, you only have so much energy. You only have so much time. You only have so much life. You only have so much that you can build something. And, you know, you can build something that is inherently unstable, or you can build something that will last the test of time, that will outlive you, that will have legacies that are, you know, further reaching than you are, which is harmony, which is the ability to be emotionally balanced, to have relationships in which there aren't these crazy high highs and crazy low lows. Because there is, as much as your future connection could be a 10 of Pentacles, it also could be another tower. And it depends on what you're investing in. Because there is a need to ground something that can last for you. We've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords is maybe somebody that has closed off from their heart space. Clarity, like the King of Swords, like the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, like their potential matches. They may be matches on an intellectual level. But we've also got like the hands, you know, the forearms, guarding the heart. What is clarity on this King of Swords? So either there's a need to pick somebody where you have some kind of mental bond, or like maybe rather than somebody who has closed off their heart, seek out somebody who gives you, you know, like is willing to start something new with you, who is willing to give you romance, because there was that Queen of Cups on there. Like the emotional body needs to be fed. So pile number 4. How are your next relationship? Your next relationship. Renewal. And I'm going to mess up the name, so I'm not even going to try it right now. But, so you're going to have an opportunity at some kind of renewal, at some kind of entirely different cycle, in which there is something steady, stable, where you can have a steady, stable relationship, where you can have harmony in your relationship. Or there is a possibility that you can go back into unstable relationships. So, your next relationship. Gratitude. So, there is a need to focus on what do you want? What are you grateful for? Because that is part of how you're going to bring better things to you. I have 4 on the clock. All those 4s, they're about stability. And I feel like, you know, the 10 of Pentacles is a stable connection. The Queen of Pentacles is a stable person. This is stable emotionally and, you know, having stability coming together. So there is a need to seek something that is harmonious. And focus on what you want to happen, because you have the tools necessary to make it happen. Money. Discover the source of your true power. So I think that there is a need to focus on your power. Also, there's definitely real potential abundance here with Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like for your next relationship, make sure that you're focusing on your power, on your true power. You're having a, you know, focusing on what you can be grateful for. Not to ignore what is not okay, because we still need to walk away from things that aren't okay. But so that we can, you know, have the hope to continue moving forward towards things that are better. And so that we can decide, be telling the universe that we want better. Gratitude, gratitude, again, gratitude and gratitude. So there is a need to focus on what you can be grateful for, on what you actually want, the kind of relationship that you want to see, and making sure that that's what you're putting your power towards. So know that there is some kind of renewal for you. Know that there are just more than one scenario for you. And there's one, you know, like there is building on something that can't build up. And there is building on something that's just going to last and work for you and is harmonious. So create the conditions for your own success here. Because if you do, you can have it. It's like you haven't not received it because you don't deserve it, but you do need to choose it, and you do need to also maybe not try to build up things that aren't it into it. So I hope this helped you. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who did help me hit 8,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment. We're going to move on to pile number 4. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description box right below the timestamp. So pile number 4. Your next relationship, Knight of Wands. Your next relationship, 8 of Swords. Your next relationship, pile number 4, Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You may be embracing some limitations that are not accurate for you. You are somebody that would be an ideal person to have a relationship with. It's quite possible that maybe you have had inconsistent people in the past. So let's talk about, because there are some self-limiting beliefs here. So this is about holding yourself in something that's just smaller than you. So let's 8 of Swords, clarity on the 8 of Swords, Ace of Cups. So you may feel in some way trapped. You're not. There's a new emotional beginning for you. Rather than somebody that is inconsistent, there is somebody that is out there who will give you exactly what you're asking for. You want stability, this person wants stability, there's a new beginning in love, there's a new beginning in truth. Your next relationship, pile number 4, your next relationship. Page of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you may need to take some baby steps moving forward, even though you definitely have new new beginnings, new relationships, relationships that start with honesty, clarity, new relationships where there can be overflowing amounts of love, but there is a need to maybe start slow and build something up. Because I feel like both you and this person want something that's stable. And one of the reasons why you build something up slow is so that you build it up correctly. Your next relationship, pile number 4. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, again, what starts small is going to move to something more significant because both of you are bringing something. Both of you are bringing relationship people to this situation. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Is this person going to give you the 5 of Pentacles? I feel like you may have really not gotten your needs met in the past. We have the Lovers and we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a need to see things in a different perspective. The Lovers is a choice. And we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is dealing with just not getting your needs met, as I said. So let's talk about that 5 of Pentacles. There is a fork in the road for the Queen of Pentacles. Moving away from lack. Because that's not what you're meant to receive. You bring stability. Like there's a diverging path here. A path that can move towards stability. A path where you look at something in a different light. Clarity on the Hanged Man. Clarity on the Hanged Man. Yeah. Somebody... So you may have some kind of revelation about somebody who comes forward and acts as a well-adjusted human being and gives you an offer of love, and you know, and you deserve to have this. Clarity on the Lovers. We have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and the Rider, which is about like starting on a new journey. So something that is like, we have the Ace of Cups here and the Heart and the Ace of Cups here and the Lovers. Like there is a way to like get the romance that you deserve. Now, yes, this does mean that somebody who's steady, stable, needs to show up. But you're not limited and you're not stuck. You're building. Your next relationship, pile number 4. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. So as much as it seems like you're a very practical person. You certainly the best course of action is letting go of, you know, anything that you think is keeping you stuck. But there is love here. There is a beautiful relationship here. But let go so the universe can bring you what you deserve. Childhood home. Remember where you're from and who you really are. There is, like, you're meant to have abundance. You're meant to have a clear new beginning. You're meant to have new beginnings but like with your childhood home, maybe you are having to deal with, you know, issues from your childhood or other things like that. Vast pleasure. So know that there is pleasures that are coming for you. Yeah, let go though. Like, I feel like for you, the best thing you can do is know that while you're getting these new beginnings, there is something that you need to release. That you can have stability again, and you know, maybe you could have some self-limiting beliefs because of your childhood. Because usually it doesn't start with us limiting ourselves. But just know that with release, there's going to be a new beginning for you. There's somebody that's compatible for you. There's a new beginning. There's honesty. There's clarity. Continue to push barriers, break down walls, and question the norm. So, especially your own barriers. Ask whether they're real barriers for you or not, because they very well might not be. And again, I feel like you're not waiting, or you shouldn't be waiting, you're building. Because despite any of these any of these thoughts that might keep you limited, like, those are not real limitations for you. Anything else? Anything else we should let the gorgeous pile of four know? Oh, just a few. We've got the bus, which is about moving forward, and also like having maybe like you doing your work to move forward, to like, it's, you may not know how it might help somebody else, but it's not just going to be you moving forward. And we have Lotus, and Lotus is about coming from harsh conditions. Lotus is about blooming into something beautiful and incorruptible from those conditions, like being, so you may have really dealt with some darkness, but that doesn't mean that's what your future looks like. So you may feel limited right now, and you know, there's a need for you to release, there's a need for you to let go, because there is a new beginning in which your heart is fulfilled. There is, you know, a beginning where somebody who offers you what you actually deserve is there, where you can have that love, where you're not being this steady, stable person and receiving not even your needs getting met. So just know that there's a fork in the road up ahead for you. But since let go was said a couple times, you have definitely new beginnings here. There's like a need to let go. That some things are going to be beyond your control. Doesn't mean that you have no control in life. You have an extraordinarily large amount of control over yourself. Is it easy? No, because we're human. But you're not as limited as you think you are, and there is, like, there's a change coming. So allow the abundance that you deserve to come to you. And know that this is something that absolutely, that this is something you're absolutely worthy of. So anything else, I feel like I might need to pull one more card. So, reinvention. And again, a name Ixchel. I may be doing it wrong, and I apologize. But reinvention. You may have had to do a great deal of reinvention. You may be still doing reinvention, but I heard like to like. The things that you're doing to build yourself up, like it's bringing somebody who's done that same kind of work. So, just know that what you do to reinvent, what you do to grow, that all matters. What you do, like parties, celebrate yourself. And I feel like you may be in a dark place because of some of the thoughts that you may have right now, but there's a need to celebrate yourself. You have done a great job there. You have put out a lot of good things. Karma, there's something from a past life that there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in this current life. Know what you've been putting out, you're going to get back in. And know that maybe you were able to break cycles. And maybe it wasn't completely fair that you had to break cycles, but like know that there's like what you're putting out, the abundance that you are, the stability that you are, all of that matters, and you should celebrate yourself because you deserve the abundance that's coming to you. And that abundance in love. So I hope that that helps you. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. And if you want a free reading, I'm going to give away 2 as soon as I hit 9,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you comment and you are subscribed and you're in the running for that. Thank you so much.